Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you back play this Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Good morning. No matter where you are this morning, hopefully it's a good morning. Hopefully it's a great morning. Hopefully it's a morning with an adjective that I can't even pronounce. Good morning. I just hope you're doing a good job. I'm not even gonna be like the woke people. I'll be like, we don't say good morning. We say grand rising because morning would suggest death. See, when you're in mourning, that means something has died. We want to promote life, so we don't say good morning. We say grand rising. And then you know what? I checked this morning and nothing rose. But I rose. I got up out the bed. But I'm good morning, grand rise, whatever it is that you say to get your day started. I hope you're having one of those. I just want peace and happiness and good vibes and enjoy. Get some happy feelings. Happy people is what we're looking for today. I'm excited to be here with you all. This is See You in the Morning. It's my horrible idea to get up in the morning and just talk too much and just give you too much of my business and just be out there in strange ways. I'm excited about it, man. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've been here before and you found it not robbery to come back again, I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world, anywhere, but you chose to be here with me. And I appreciate that. Like I do. I really do appreciate it. I'm so happy that y'all are here. Anyway, it is Tuesday. And if you've ever watched this show, it is a schizophrenic mix of me being all over the place. There's just things happening in all kinds of places. I'm all over the place. The only thing on this show that seems to be solid, the only thing that I do consistently is I go out here and I speak to people. Every show I'm gonna speak to these folks. I'm gonna come out here and I speak to these people. And the first 3 people that speak back to me, they get the M&Ms, the mythical medals. That means that you can't do nothing with them. I mean, it's a medal, it's an award, it's an honor. Oh, it's the light fail. It's an award, it's an honor. But does it mean anything in the grand scheme of life? I say no, but I do it anyway. I'm trying to see if I can go from dark skin to light skin. It ain't even changed. I'm the same me, whether I put the light on or not. So we're just gonna leave the light off today. We're gonna let the sun shine in. Face it with a grin. We're gonna open up our hearts and let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine in. Face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. See, that's what cartoons today is missing. They don't have neat songs that come out of there. Eep op ork ah was probably one of the best songs of all time. Eep op ork ah eep op ork. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that. Let me go ahead and speak to these people. This morning, winning the bronze medal. The bronze is going to Kim Cat Thomas Jones. Yay! The Kim Cat Thomas Jones with the bronze. The silver is going to TT Tiny and Tasty. Crystal Pamnell, good morning to you. And the gold seems to be going to Melissa Kuther like Luther. And that's it. That's our medal winners today. Melissa with the gold, TT with the silver, and Kim with the bronze. Let's see. I don't like how dark I am. I feel like I should be lighter. It's something causing let's do this right here. Let's see if this helps at all. I'm not even in the living room anymore, people. I'm gone. Don't try to figure out where I went. I'm trying to make myself light skinned. I'm so Wesley Snipes colored right now. I wanna go a little more DeBarge. I want to be a little more DeBargy. There we go. I'm a little bit more DeBargy now. Who else is here this morning? Good morning. The light fell. We are having lot. Listen, I'm a one-man show over here, and it can be difficult. Good morning, good morning, Lynette. Good morning to Pride, North Carolina, Courtney, Weston, and Murphy. Good morning to Lisa, Shannon. Good morning, Letitia. Good morning, Lisa, Ida, Niambi, Eminem, anytime, any place. Michelle is in the building. Good morning, Tony Fogel. Good morning, Sharon Anderson. Good morning, my main man James. Talk to me, James. There we go. Good morning, Marche. Talk to me, James. Yvette is in here. Wilberta, everybody was in here. So I'm excited. Let the sun shine in. Take it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. Let's see. So today's Tuesday. Today's a Talk About It Tuesday. Usually on Tuesday, I have some kind of ridiculous. Good morning, Jackson. I have some Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. I have some kind of ludicrous, ridiculous something to talk about every morning. Good morning, Pastor Shy. Tuned in yesterday with Pastor Shy. Pastor Shy, he got a great show called Dope Marriage. He and his wife are on. They in there and they talk about marriage, and they make marriage seem like it's something positive. And so I really enjoy that about their show. Yesterday I tuned in for a little bit, and they started talking about as you get older, how you got to start taking care of your parents, and these new age parents is hard headed. These new parents don't listen to. These new parents don't listen. Well, that's one thing about parents. Parents gonna parent. They gonna be who they are forever. Your parents ain't trying to pay attention to you when you got to take care of them. Parents is hard headed. If you ever had to take care of a parent, you already know. It's been some moments where you felt like putting your parent on punishment. It's been a lot of moments where you be like, you know what, you go to your room and you sit down, you want punishment. You can't come outside for a week. If you ever had to deal with your own parent before. So big shout out to them. If you get an opportunity, I always share it on my page. But if you get a chance, go check out their podcast, dopemarriage.com. It's fantastic. Good morning, Kimberly. Shout out to all the nurses, Kimberly and Crystal. Crystal's not a nurse, but Kimberly is a nurse. Shout out to the nurses. Every now and again, I sit back and I reflect on jobs that I think are very difficult, but are so necessary. Bus drivers, and I ain't talking about the regular bus drivers. Regular bus driving job, I don't know how difficult it is if you drive a city bus, but school bus drivers, it's not even a way. It's not enough money to get me to be a school bus driver. It's just not. I'm not dealing with your bad kids. They got attitudes in the morning. A lot of them come in, teeth unbrushed. They saying good morning right in your face. You got to go ahead and deal with that off the top. They bad. They act a fool. You don't get enough money. You don't get enough hours. But you super necessary, because if you don't got no bus drivers, these kids can't get to school. Imagine what happened, man. Whenever they've had, we don't have unions for our bus drivers, but they've had like a sick out where a whole lot of them will call out sick at one time. When those bus drivers don't come to work, it's chaos. It's chaos. The bus driver over the cafeteria worker. The cafeteria worker is important. I love good cafeteria working. Don't get me wrong. But that bus driver's on a different level. The things that a bus driver got to ensue is tough. Good morning, LeBaron. Quality job. Now, nurses, though, that nurse, man, shoot, you ain't said nothing slick to a nurse. Hold on real quick. Nursing could be one of the most underappreciated, super important jobs. And we got to be honest about it. We ain't nowhere without nurses in this healthcare industry. When we start talking healthcare, if we don't have nurses, we got nothing. I can't get rid of this. See how I'm black right in the middle? I'm trying to figure it out. Thank you, Yvette. Listen, we thank you for your service. If you're a bus driver, you should be able to get veterans pay. We should treat bus drivers like on Veterans Day. We should talk about veterans and bus drivers. They the two people that we should get into, veterans and bus drivers. Bus drivers get hazard pay. There's a war going on in there. Now, nursing is a whole different story. Nursing is super important. If we talk about healthcare, you don't see no doctors. When last time you went to the doctor, it took you, what, 6-7 hours before you saw a doctor? You see 17 nurses. That's all you keep seeing. You just see nurses everywhere. Nurses do all the work. Doctor come in at the end and just tell you all the stuff that the nurse already found out. Your nurse know more about your situation than your doctor do. And the nurse got to see all the grimy parts. The nurse got to come in and look at all the stuff that they don't. You come in there with a syphilitic body part. Then the doctor ain't looking at that. That's gonna be the nurse. The nurse gonna have to go look at that. You gonna be like, look, there's some bumping and swelling down there. You look down there. You look at that. The nurse got to look at it. You ain't talking to no doctors. Them doctors don't. The doctors went to medical school. Nurses go to nursing school. Nurse school is important. Doctors go to medical school. They become doctors, but they become doctors so they ain't got to do nothing. That nurse doing all that work. You right? There ain't no more doctors. Them MPs, them nurse practitioners. That's all it is now. You don't go see no doctor. Doctors is in the way. You just seeing the nurse. When you need some blood work, who gonna come stab you in your arm? That nurse. But then when you get fat like me, like you get in here, see, there's a bad. Ain't been no heroin in these arms here. These arms ain't seen no heroin. We can beat on this thing. We can tie a thing around here. Ain't no veins coming up. My veins lazy, and they roll out. I got Autobot veins. They gonna roll. They ain't got time. My veins ain't trying to hear that ish. You come around me talking about you finna draw some blood. My veins be like, we out, cuz. We'll catch you on the flip side. Roll. And who do it? The nurse. The doctors can't draw no blood. You ask a doctor to draw blood, they're gonna be completely lost. Nurses, man. We need them and we don't respect them. We need them and we don't respect. Shout out to the nurses. Who coming in? Who coming in there to check your bile? Who taking that stool sample? Nurse. That doctor ain't coming in there. Nurses literally got to put up with your ish. Who give you that little pee cup? When you in that bed, you can't get up. You be like, I need that pee cup. That pee cup. I ain't even gonna lie to you. There's been some times when I used to get up and urinate frequently. You gotta respect them. When I used to have to urinate frequently, I went to the hospital one time and they gave me that pee cup. You take that pee cup and you just put it on your region and you slap your meat in there and you just pee. There's a freedom there, you know. I had kind of wanted one for the house. I did. So at a certain point in time, I got tired of getting up to go to the bathroom. If I could just bring the bathroom to my bed, I thought that would be great. Y'all can judge me all you want to. Y'all can judge me all you want to. You would rather. I think you would rather, especially in a season like this, when it done started to get a little cold out and it's warm under your covers. You tell I gotta get out and go walk into the bathroom, and then I don't know what kind of flooring you got. If you got that hardwood floor, the floor might be a little cold. You gotta walk in. They gotta find some slippers, all kinds of stuff. Man, if you could just roll over, reach to your left, slap your meat in there, you ain't even got to get from under the cover. Slap your meat in there and go. You just take that deep breath. Ladies, I don't know if y'all deep breath when y'all pee. I don't know, ladies, do y'all take that breath when y'all finally get to pee? Men will take that breath. Man, especially if you had to go bad. You start to pee, you just, whew. That right there, that's where you got a good pee going. If you're not exhaling when you peeing too early. You peeing way too early if you're not exhaling. You should be able to get in there. And it should feel good. You should be able to pee and it sound like Tony. It feels good. Yeah. Yeah, it gets that way, Toya. Sometimes you never know what you're running into on this show. We talked about how important nurses were, and that led to us having a fun pee. How great is your pee? Then we got that. Yeah, yeah. We talking about jobs of people that are super important that people overlook. The trash man. People disrespect that trash man, but that trash man is important. Rock is important. You got to have him. If ain't nobody picking up your trash, your life is wrong. Trash men are important. We don't respect them. Respect them. Respect the trash men. You don't want to do it. The people that work in the sewage lines, respect them. You don't want to do it. Exterminators, respect them. It's a lot of jobs that y'all ain't finna do. See, y'all think exterminators just about roaches, but they get in there and get all kinds of stuff. I seen some ants in my kitchen the other day, man. Then let me tell you something. They are invasive. They are invasive, and you can't do nothing about them. Ants ain't got nothing to do with you being nasty. Like people be like, you got roaches, you nasty. Not always the case. Your neighbors could be nasty. You got nasty neighbors. Your neighbors lead to roach problems too. Your neighbors will be nasty, and the roaches will be like, oh, well, if they like this, let's go see what's next door. And then you got to go kill stuff because your neighbor done made some bad decisions in their life. So you got to look at that. But you got to respect them. It's more than just roaches. A good exterminator taking care of ants. They taking care of all kinds of other animals. So if you ever get a snake in your house, you're going to have to call one of those. That's what I'm talking about, James. James said, I'm a sewage guy. Water and sewage. Literally got to put up with your ish. But try to flush one time and it go the wrong way. You try to flush and down becomes up. Ain't no bigger panic. The only time, I'm going to tell you what, you panic a little bit when it's your own house. If you go drop a little something at your own house, you know, you had a little, it's a normal part of life. It's what I do when I wake up in the morning. I get up in the morning and lose that little weight and go in and just release myself. Get that weight up off you. You flush and it's going down. It's always supposed to go down. But every now and again, there's a rising up. And it rise up. It'll rise unafraid. And there's nothing you can do. When that water starts to come back up, you don't care what you do. You lift the handle. You do everything. It's coming. That water is on its way. And you just hoping it stops before an overflow. You hope it stops before it's overflow. That's when the problem is. That's a feeling you don't want. You hate plunging it, and ain't no way that you can do it. Because I'm gonna tell you what, if I ever have a backup after I throw the plunger away after that. I've gone through hundreds of plungers. If I ever have backup and it's backup with that in there, if it's just a P backup, you can just wash that off. But if it's a number 2 backup, you got to throw that whole plunger away. Throw the whole plunger away. You ain't ready for it when it come back the wrong way. Well, now, I'm going to tell you what, ain't no scarier feeling than that happening at somebody else's house. You ever had to stay at somebody else's house? You staying at somebody else's house and you had to go. You tried to hold it. You did all you could. Ladies, I don't know how y'all do it. Because ladies, y'all expose the cheeks every time. Ladies, y'all expose it every time. I don't know how y'all do it. Fellas, we in a different position. Because we can always hold back. Every fella in here knows, every man in here knows that you've gone in number 1 and a 2 will try to sneak out on you. You know? A 1 will become a 12. But we all know if you got the right muscular cheeks, if you can muscle it back, as a man, because we standing and delivering, you just close the cheeks up, close them up real tight. Because it'll start coming out. They'll be like, oh no, this exit is closed. And then it'll just come back. Yeah, I'm telling you. This is what happens, Tam. You going as a man, if you as a man, you went in for a number 1, and you might feel, wait a minute, You might you might have a Ray J moment. Wait a minute. And it's coming out, but you be like, I can't. I'm at a guest house. I can't go here. And you just close the cheeks up. Close them. You close them up tight. Prison tight. They locked up. You won't let it out. It's locked up. You won't let it out. That's what you got to do. Ladies, I don't know how y'all can do that. I don't know if y'all got that kind of control back there. If you a lady and you in mid hover, you know that, especially in the public restroom. Even if you already there, if you already on the sit down, if you already in a seated position, the cheeks is already in the mid spread. How do y'all stop it, ladies? Or you just got to let it go. Let it go. If one jumps up on you as a lady, I don't see how y'all hold it back. Can you clinch and go at the same time? I just need a couple of ladies to let me know. We gonna be informed today, fellas. We finna learn something today. How did we get here? I don't know. How did we get here? Lisa, so Lisa, you saying you can clinch and pee at the same time. It's a learn. Okay. It takes skill, but it can be done. Fellas, we learning today. Because I just thought it was whatever happens with a woman. I thought a woman just goes out there and it's boom, bam, surprise every time. You don't know what's going to come out. You start peeing, so you can pee from the front and clench in the back. The woman's body is a mini splendid thing. And it is really a marvel of science. A woman's body is amazing. I never knew you could do it. I thought the miracle of birth was the most amazing thing a woman could do. I really thought it was. I thought a woman's body giving birth was the most amazing thing that could happen. But now I'm realizing I didn't know y'all could handle it like that. I didn't know all your systems. I thought it was one system. I didn't know you could I didn't know you could stop and go. I thought everything was go, but you telling me now. Nice. Nice, ladies. Nice. Shannon says she done lost that control. After 3 kids, Shannon says after 3 kids, either let it all go or hold it all in. Let it all go or hold it all in. All right, I got you. I didn't know. But it ain't nothing worse than when you go to a friend's house or something like that, even a public restroom. If you got to go to a public restroom and you hit that button and that water start going the wrong way, man, the feeling of shame and guilt. You ever had to walk out at a friend's house and be like, hey, So, hey, have y'all been having toilet issues? Because I went and you don't even want to ask, hey, Cheryl, where's your plunger? I just I cry for you inside. I cry for you on the inside. James, that one right there is the one that gets you every time. When you just think it's a little, when you think when you get your states of matter mixed up, when you think it's a gas, but it's a liquid or a solid, because it'll fool you. Sometimes it's all the same feeling back there. Sometimes you think it's the same feeling back there, and you think you just gonna let out a mighty wind. Now, if it's coming out like water, you got a different issue, James. You shouldn't have water coming out of that region. But I understand what you're saying. Sometimes a little loose. You had more to drink that day. Some cabbage, asparagus. This is a lot, but this is what this show is about, Toya. This show is about learning. So it's different than anything you'll ever see on any platform. But I'm getting ready to go because I got I'm supposed to go do some community service today, and here's where we're at a impasse. I'm supposed to do some community service today, but I also supposed to play pickleball this morning. So now I got to decide what type of person I am. What's more important to me, helping the community or enjoying myself? Now, the pickleball also is exercise for me. It gets me up there. I got my little ring on my iPhone that tells me how much I am going to be saying up, but not today. How much exercise I'm supposed to get in. I'm supposed to get in 30 minutes of exercise per day, an hour of movement. 30 minutes of exercise, an hour of movement. But I go and I usually play pickleball for at least an hour. I'll play at least an hour pickleball. So I'll go. Pickleball opens up at 9. I'm going to Deep Creek Rec Center. Yesterday I had one of them awkward moments. If y'all know anything about me, I don't consider myself a celebrity. I consider myself just a normal everyday. I just got a weird job. I'm not a celebrity. I just got a weird job. So yesterday I went to go play pickleball. I was playing in Western Branch. So I'm playing in Western Branch. I'm pickleballing. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Outside of Virginia Beach, this is what I played at. I played in locally. I played in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Chesapeake, and Portsmouth. Virginia Beach got people who serious about their pickleball. It's some ball players out there. I've been out there. I played ball out there. Had a good time. They got the best players. Then Chesapeake, then Norfolk, and then Portsmouth. Nothing personal against Portsmouth. Portsmouth just ain't got people that's serious about it yet. They got people that's out there to play to have fun. Anybody got time for that? I'm not that type of person. I'm letting y'all know right now. My competitive nature is not that. If we playing a game, I'm playing it to win. I don't believe in just playing to have fun. The most fun you can have is by winning the game. So no matter what we playing, if you bring out a game, I'm trying to beat you in it. If I can beat you soundly, that's what I'm going to do. I don't have that. It don't matter what game you pull out. Spades, Uno, chess, checkers, charades, Pictionary, board games, sporting games, pickleball, cornhole. If I went to go throw axes the other day, I'm trying to win. Whatever I'm playing, why are we playing the game if you're not winning? The great Negro poet Herm Edwin said, "You play to win the game." Hello? You play to win the game. No, oh, it was Dennis Green? I thought it was Herm Edwards. You play to win the game. Why are we playing if you're not doing it? So Portsmouth, they just out there playing. Chesapeake, them people, and it's so funny because I think there's some hidden racism in when I play in Chesapeake. I play with certain people, it seems like they play harder when I'm on the court. Maybe like we're not letting the black guy win. I believe there's some inner don't let the black guy win this in there. What up, JP? It's some inner black don't let the black guy win. So there was yesterday I was playing and there was a main court, which was the very competitive court. That's where won't no games being played over there. You got to come in there to win. Went over there. I played most of my games over there. It was some people playing in another court. One thing about me is people will see my face, but never expect it to be me. You ever been somewhere, you seen somebody, and you didn't expect them to be there, so you just thought it was somebody that looked like whoever it was? That'll happen to me a lot of times. I'll be somewhere, and people will look, and they'll be like, he looked like. And so I'm playing. I went into one of the main courts to play a game. And I seen these guys looking, two guys looking at me, two black guys looking at me. They keep looking and they keep talking. They on the same team. They look and they keep talking. And I hear them be like, is that him? I think it is. And they going back and forth. So we finally have a break. And one of the brothers is like, uh-oh, I done froze up. Look at that. I freeze. When my computer freezes, it freezes at the wrong time. It freezes on the worst freeze frame it can possibly find. I always feel like if it's gonna freeze at a better frame. Well, I gotta freeze right there. It's everyday freeze now. The freeze has become ridiculous at this point. The freeze is ridiculous at this point. I find everybody in IT. All you see on my screen is the little circlet thing. That's all I see, the little circlet thing. And now I got to reveal the real house. Anyway, I see the two dudes talking. They keep talking amongst themselves. And I see them talking. It looked like I was praying hard. I see them talking. They talking. Finally, there's a break in the action. The gentleman comes to me. He says, hey, man, what's your name? Black people will ask you that like you in Wakanda. Black people ask you just like you in Wakanda. Tell them who you are. I'm like, and so that's how he asked me. He asked me real rough like. He was like, yo, what's your name? So I told him, I was like, man, I'm Cletus. You know, that's who I am. He said, man, I thought that was you. He said, man, wait till I tell my wife. That was exactly what he told me. He said, wait till I tell my wife that I played pickleball with you today. That man was excited. He told me, he said, man, my wife loves watching you. Now, that was weird. I was like, I don't know how I feel about you and your wife. And then he told me that he watched me. He follows me, man. He was really excited to see I was playing pickleball with him. So that was a weird moment for me. I don't even know what this story was leading to. The freeze up confused me. Anyway, pickleball action. So I think I'm going to go play pickleball, leave there, then go do the community service. Nobody said I had to smell fresh while I'm doing community service. You ain't got to be fresh. You just got to be there. Show up stinking. That's what I'm going to have to do today. Today, I'm going to show up stinking. So I'm getting ready to get out of here. Now, before I go, there's definitely some hidden racism in Chesapeake. Like you just don't know. Now, pickleball far and wide is a more mayonnaise sport. Now, we getting more and more barbecue people to play, but far and wide is a very mayonnaise sport. And it'll put you in some very awkward positions. I still remember I went to go play in Virginia Beach. I told this story before. I went to go play in Virginia Beach one time. And sometimes people will bring all kinds of stuff to the court. They will play the male people will bring snacks. They'll have different kind of juice drinks and fruits and stuff, especially if they plan on playing for a long time. So I went out one time and I was playing, and it was at the Virginia Beach Pickleball Center. So it's like 20 courts. So that means it's like 80 people playing out there. And then out of that 80 people, the mayo to barbecue ratio was way off. The mayo, it was probably about 90% mayo, maybe more. But I'm in there. I'm barbecuing. And we all playing, and then somebody had brought their own fruit. to the pickleball. They bring fruit kind of as a refresher to keep you going. They bring their own juice drinks, energy drinks. This particular person brought fruit. Now I didn't know if they were expecting my barbecue-ness to be out there this particular day, but because she was friendly, we had been talking, we had been playing, we had all been friends talking. They big on names. I noticed that the Mayo community is big on knowing what your name is. Barbecue community don't care. But the Mayo community, the first thing they say, hey, what's your name? I'm Bob. Good to meet you. And then they'll go and explain who everybody else is. All right, that's Tammy and that's Joshua. I'm Bob. Hey, guys, Tammy, Joshua, Cletus, great guy. You don't know me. We just warmed up together. But this particular day, I'm playing, and it was rough for me to know I got into an accidentally racist moment. Because one of the people had their own fruit, one of the mayonnaise people, and she wanted to be inclusive of everybody. And she put me in a conundrum. She comes over to me, she says, hey, I've got some watermelon. Would you like some? And this was a tough decision for me. I've always been of the belief you don't eat watermelon in front of in front of the mayonnaise people. That's just me. I can't tell anybody. When I first went to my son's school, my daughter's school, they had an open house and they had all kinds of snacks and they had chicken, they had watermelon. I kept going to all the black people like, don't eat the chicken or the watermelon. Now the barbecue, the white, y'all can have all of it. All the mayonnaise people were destroying the watermelon and the chicken. I'm telling the barbecue, I'm standing and watch. Don't do it. That's what they expect us to do. I got to break the cycle somehow. When that lady offered me that watermelon, I so desperately wanted it. It sat there juicy and red. You could see the sweetness coming off of the watermelon. You could see the sweetness coming off of each slice. Oh, it's so delectable. I wanted it so bad. And I was just about to say yes when I heard Martin Luther King in my ear. I heard Sojourner Truth. I heard Harriet Tubman. All of them saying, nah, don't do it, bro. It's not what we died for. I could see, if I took it, I could see collectively all the ancestors just having like, my uncle, man, one of the strongest haters of people of lesser melanin that I know. I could see him looking up from me, looking up to me from where he's resting. I could see my uncle looking up at me and saying, don't do it. Don't do it, nephew. So I just turned my back to no. I almost was going to go in and throw it at her in shock and be like, I don't even like watermelon. I almost did that. But I didn't want to stand on business that strong. I almost said I don't even like watermelon, but I didn't. But if you get a chance to play pickleball, go play it. I had somebody text me the other day, said they were getting ready to go play. So they were supposed to give me an update. I didn't keep track of when they're going, but they told me they were going to go play, and they would let me know. They were like, because I talked about it, they were going to go play. I was like, man, listen to me, being an advocate for pickleball. I believe in it. Listen, I think everybody should play. I think you should all play at least one time. I just don't see you playing pickleball and not loving it, not enjoying it. Go out there and play. All right, I'm getting out of here so I can go play pickleball and then go do some community service. Before I go, I've been nominated for an award, and I don't generally do a lot about awards. Like I think I was nominated for a Black Men Rocks Award. That ceremony is this weekend. I can't make it to that one, but that's great. And then the weekend after that, the 17th, I just found out yesterday that Noir, which is French for black, It's an amazing, amazing facility, entertainment venue, located in Hampton. Uh, Black owned, Black female owned at that. It's a group of Black ladies. They also own a couple of restaurants. Mango is one of their facilities. But Noir is their entertainment venue. And so I performed at Noir a few times, and I guess a few times this year. And they've decided that they're going to have awards based on the people who have performed in their facility. And so I am up for award. And this one I like because it's actually based on me performing. It ain't something that, listen, I got to be honest with you. Sometimes some of these awards ain't got nothing to do with anything that you've done in your life. It's because you know somebody's your cousin, some of that nature. But this one is based on them seeing me perform. You ain't got to buy a paddle, James. Somebody will always have one. They'll see you perform. So this means a little bit more because they actually saw me perform, and then they decided that, hey man, we want to acknowledge you and all this stuff. So that award show is next week, on week after next, the 17th. And so I guess the community itself has to vote for me as well. It's gonna be hosted by Jessica Lachey. It's gonna be great, I think. So what haven't I done though? I know. I've done a lot of stuff. So I'm just really excited about it. So if you get a chance to go and vote, I just put the link in the comments. The links are in the comments. I think that the night's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna have a good time out there, man. I might even put on a dress t-shirt and get on out there and go. So if you get an opportunity to vote for your boy, vote for me for that award. And I think it's gonna make you vote for everything. I hate when that happens because I take this voting as seriously as I take like my presidential and state elections. So like when you give me an opportunity, because it'd be like you have to select somebody, I really be trying to select somebody. But if you just gotta go eeny, meeny, miny, mo until you get to me, just do it like you did your SATs. Just do it and get the one answer that you know is right. Vote for me. So go in and vote for me, and I'd be greatly appreciative if y'all do. I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times you can vote. It is on my page too, Lisa. I posted it on my page as well. I don't know how many times you can vote, but just vote as many as you can. Let me see. I voted yesterday. Let's put it to the test right now. Let's see how many times you can vote. I'm gonna go and see if I can vote again. Click here to vote. But yeah, I guess it'll let you vote as many times as you want to. Every time you get up there, you can vote. So I've been voting. Just like the best band there's a lot of my friends up there. So I don't even know who to vote for. It's like 1,000 bands up there. They have a lot of bands that perform there. So a lot of them are my friends. So I just kind of voted for them. Then they got best host. I voted there, best DJ. For all the DJs that have DJed there. So I voted there. Best solo musician. And then I didn't really even know any of those people. Best comedian, I'm gonna just vote for myself. But there's some good comics on there. And the best comedian, Krista Seville's a friend of mine, Antoine Scott, friend of mine, Liz Barlow, friend of mine, Gary Mitchell, friend of mine. So they're listed. And then there was some classes that they had. So I just kind of, make sure everybody got one. And then I skipped the member parts. I didn't know the bartenders, but I picked Mimi because there's always a good Mimi. And then some of them only got one person, so I guess you got to vote for that person. You still go and act like you surprised when you win, and there won't but one person in your whole category. Yeah, so I voted twice. It let me vote twice. So yeah, you get a chance to go in and vote. Thank you for voting today. Where is it gonna be held? It's gonna be held at Noir in Hampton. It's gonna be held at Noir in Hampton. And y'all stay on me. This is why I love the show. Y'all are all on the show. Y'all remind me what to do. Listen, today's word of the day is one of my very favorite words. Today's word of the day is smite. Smite. Smite him, O mighty smiter. Smite means to hit someone or something very hard. Other uses of the word include to severely injure, kill, or attack someone, as in smitten by disease, and to captivate or take, as in smitten by her beauty. You can also use the past tense of it, which will be smote. He smote the ball mightily, which helped us to win the game. Smite. It's nothing like being smitten. If a woman comes in and you are smitten by that woman, that's something more. Listen, you can catch a man's eye, lady, but the smite him, for him to be smitten, man, smitten is something else. When you get smitten, woo, that's different. When she walked in the room and I was smitten, and fellas, you got to use that on a woman at least once. You got to once in your life walk up and be like, listen, I was smitten by your beauty. Listen, they can't resist the word smitten. It's too much like kitten. Ooh, you get smitten by her kitten. Woo-hoo! Anyway, smite. And if y'all know, that's in the biblical, it's a biblical word. Woo-hoo! Smitten. And it's a biblical word because the Bible be having people get smitten all the time. The Lord will smite his enemies. That's to hit hard. I was smitten by your beauty and your presence. Listen, make sure you say beauty. See, that's where we run into problems, fellas. Like a lot of times we don't enunciate all our words right. So we're trying to say smitten by your beauty, but it'll come out like smitten by your booty. Now, it may be the case, but you can't come out. You're not gonna win that way, fellas. If you go in immediately talking about the butt, you've lost. You gotta act like it's the face first. You gotta go facial first, then butt. All right, Davon, that's my guy, Davon Yonkers, man. Shout outs to Highland Springs High School and their band. They will be participating in the state championships this weekend. I believe their state championship football game is at the University of Virginia. If you get a chance to go check out Highland Springs versus Freedom High, probably gonna be one of the best football games, high school wise, hands down in the area. Also going there, it will be Maury High School. Maury High School from Norfolk. They'll be going to play. I forgot who they're playing, but Maury's going up there to play. I think they're playing Stonebridge, something. They're going to be at. They'll also be at UVA. They got some games at Liberty as well. Phoebus High School from Newport News will be over there. So shout outs to Phoebus. They'll be playing Salem, but not the Virginia Beach Salem, another Salem. So their game will be at Liberty. But Highland Springs will be playing at the University of Virginia. Maury will be playing at the University of Virginia. And Phoebus will be playing at Liberty University. So go check out some of these high school kids, man. Support them before they become superstars. They're already superstars in my eyes. Oh, and both of those schools have band directors from, I didn't know that, Freedom's band director and Highland Springs band director both went to Woodrow Wilson High School. Who's the band director at Freedom, TT or Devon? Big, just real quick. Let me know who the band director. I know Davon is the band director. Mr. Yonkers, he's the band director over at Highland Springs, and they are the marching. Oh, Tom. Yeah, but we can't just call him that out loud. We gotta call him Mr. something. The black, but listen, Portsmonians will not let your nickname go. This man has risen to the top, a leader of children, a band director. You still calling him Tom. What up, Tom? Not Thomas. Tom. This is why. This is why we can't advance as a people. Thank you, Mr. Thurgood. Thank you. Y'all just Tom. It's Mr. Thurgood. Y'all won't let it go. I tell you, boy, it be your own people. It be your own people. So not only will it be two great football teams, but two great bands. at Freedom High School in Highland Springs. So y'all go out and support the kids and Tom Tom and Mr. Yonkers. See, that's my close friend. I still call him Mr. And he's a close personal friend of mine. We ate lunch together numerous times. But we won't down with no AC/DC. But good friends. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man, to go play pickleball in the community. Y'all enjoy y'all day, man. It's gonna be a terrific Tuesday, man. I believe in it. You gotta believe in it too. Love y'all. Make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be
till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got play this Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah.